ring, out of the blue corner, Mick Siebert. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter, the Big Williams.
There's Ezra Kari with final instructions here, former K1 USA champion Carter Williams against Australian champion Big Mick Siebert. 3 3-minute rounds, modified kickboxing. Both men very close in weight. Williams 118.9, Siebert 117.8. Siebert comes out of retirement here tonight, and Williams looking to impress.
Siebert recently been preparing for this battle over at the WMC camp in Koh Samui. Of course, Carter Williams getting the backing of XFC right here in Melbourne town. This is really a fight that Carter Williams needs to win, Michael, or at least put in a good performance, but against someone with the power and capabilities of Big Mick Siebert, he's got his job cut out for him, certainly.
Nice knee there from Siebert early on. Huge knockout ratio for Big Mick Siebert. 25 knockouts in 26 wins. Williams 17 knockouts in 34 wins.
Nice chambered step knee off the lead there from Big Mick. Williams very high guard. Well aware that Siebert is able to get that foot up.
Moving clean here, the referee.
They're doing a great job with the big fellas.
Takedown there from Williams, won't score under these rules. But it does mean that Big Mick has to pick himself up off the canvas. Tipping high right round kick from Siebert.
He's a very good flexibility and good kicking ability for such a big man, Michael Siebert.
You can certainly see the difference in the skills of these two heavyweights as compared to some of the more rookie heavyweights we saw earlier tonight. Uppercut there from Carter Williams.
Well, Siebert's warred with some of the best. Big Bang and Bet Edwards and Siebert have had some torrid affairs as well.
Same too, Carter Williams. It's war against me, the K1 greats in their prime, the likes of Alexei Gnishov, Sugar Ray Sefo.
Siebert needs to let that right hand go.
Overhand right, must have heard you, Hammer. Pinch and knee from Siebert, nicely done, scores for him.
And with the big fellas, Michael, it really comes down to if they get through the early rounds, what their cardio's like later.
Overhand right from Williams, that was nicely done. And Siebert locked in the corner. Big Mick tries to juke his way out and gets out with a front kick.
There's a big overhand right there from Carter, but taken on the gloves from Siebert, but still felt the power. Big overhand right again, Siebert. And Siebert been a regular on these Kings of Combat from the very first show. Oh, nice round low kick from Siebert.
And a high knee. Williams almost spilling over the top rope. Luckily in front of our ringside physician, Dr. Peter Lewis. No better place if you do fall out of the ropes.
No better place to fall.
May have hurt his lower back here.
Hyperextended his back there, Carter Williams, over the ropes. And these ropes, the top ropes especially, way too soft. I've got in and out of the ring a couple of times tonight, and that top rope really loose and really low. Basically, I'll just push it down with one hand and step over the top of it. It's the tension is really not there for the big fellas. So Carter Williams having his back strained.
Over 230 kilograms in the ring between both these men. Peter Lewis, having words, just checking over Carter Williams if he's okay to go on. Williams still just pressing his back.
I tell you what, if he has strained his back and hurt his back, that's going to affect dramatically his kicking ability. Of course, any lower back injuries, strains, etc., makes it really hard for your hips to move and your kicks to flow. So Carter's, if he has strained his back, it's going to start to really cramp up and make it hard for him to flow with his kicks now. He's going to be heavily relying on his punches.
And Siebert looking to capitalise.
Nice turning from both fighters.
Two men who may feature in that 8-man tournament, December 3rd, Kings of Combat number 5. As Ultra June presents $15,000 on the line. One round down.
Well, certainly Carter Williams looks to have better cardio than we've seen in the past tonight. He's firing well. His hand shots are very sharp. Siebert in turn also looking very sharp. Quick with his feet, throwing some nice high round kicks and flowing nicely, Mick Siebert. So no signs of ring rust from him after the first round of a thoroughly entertaining super heavyweight affair.
Second round of action. Kelly safe, Rocky safe, Phil Fagan. In the corner there of Carter Williams. Williams seems to be okay after a bit of back damage over those top ropes in the first round. Here we go in the second. It's a good round for Siebert in the first.
Needs to be cutting angles, throwing his combination and then cutting to his right, staying away from that right hand of Carter Williams. Siebert.
Nice jab too from Williams and a high knee. Siebert with a left hook on the inside, and Williams just closing him down. Nothing happening. Two highly experienced heavyweights. Another crack at that 15 grand in December. High knee from Mick.
He chambers that knee well off the clinch, Siebert. Of course, heavily campaigned in full Thai rules. Siebert is very comfortable in the clinch and very comfortable fighting with knees and elbows. Tonight, of course, no elbows, just one-step knee. Again, Siebert.
Oh, there's the knee. Beautifully done. First one didn't land, second one did. And Williams receives the first knockdown. Under these rules, 3 knockdowns in 1 round, the fight is over.
Of course, this is 3-by-3s. Getting an 8 count in a 3-round fight is always going to put you very, very well placed to take out the win. Siebert needs to be careful now just to keep the score rate and the work rate up and not get caught himself. Again, he goes bombing with the knees.
And Carter Williams is brave. He's taking these shots here. Siebert going for a second knockdown. Williams looking to turn him around and fire the right hand.
Oh,
spinning back the second knockdown. That was amazing. Mick Siebert, a house on fire, bringing the house down. He's up to one knee, Williams. He reaches it by the count of 8. One more knockdown hammer and it's all over.
It's all over.
Siebert's return to the ring is almost complete. Can he finish the job now? Siebert hunts for that hooking left.
Through the ropes. Eza has to break him. Bring him back.
What a performance.
Big fella's blowing hard now, Michael.
Siebert, can he find one more knee? Carter Williams takes a deep breath. Overhand right by Mick. Gut munching knee from Carter Williams.
Well, Big Mick Siebert using his height and reach advantage beautifully, and the knees as well. Again, chambers that chambered knee.
Carter just trying to control the behemoth from the Northern Territory. High knee, caught on the forearms. Siebert's going to reset it. He does to the jaw.
Straight up through the guard. Siebert bringing that knee through.
He's going to be cautioned though, not to clinch the knee more than once. Kelly safe, Rocky safe. Barking instructions at Carter Williams. Uppercut from Carter. Nicely done. One of the most entertaining fights of the night so far. Tremendous matchmaking.
Siebert's going to have a point off now for holding. That's all of a sudden evened it up.
Excessive holding not permitted under these rules. Both men are very familiar with them. Clash of leg kicks. Siebert drew the short straw though. Can Williams capitalise? In the round. What a round. Have a round of the night so far.
I tell you what, Big Mick Siebert letting it all flow with the big knees. But certainly the cardio now starting to kick in, as I said, with the big fellas. If they last the early rounds and they're left standing, it's going to come down to the fighter with a better cardio, perhaps, that usually gets the victory. Mick will take a well-deserved break at the end of the second. Come back in the third with a renewed vigour, no doubt. Carter Williams did very well to last out the round after getting some big knees up to the head.
Siebert seated between rounds. Williams choosing to stand. Third and final. Point deduction from Siebert in the second. And he also knocked down Carter Williams twice.
You can't do that.
What a fight.
And final round.
Well, the super heavyweights certainly have a lot more to haul around centre ring.
Groin strike. Early. Williams sweeps up the support leg. Nicely done from Williams. He tried to catch him on the way down. A bit more gusto now behind the former K1 USA champion. He won it in 2003 in Las Vegas. Big leg kick from Carter Williams. Once seen as the great hope for American K1, was not to be. Mick Siebert coming back out of retirement for this one here tonight.
And he's done it in fine style thus far, Mick. Although I'd like to see his cardio a little more improved, but nevertheless, as always, giving it his all in centre ring.
Big leg kick from Siebert, nicely done. Williams goes to the body, 1, 2, 3 shots off the left hand. High knee from Siebert. Oh, almost spilling in front of our commentary position. Spilt onto Nugget there.
Nugget ringside, getting a close-up look at the action. It's good to have Nugget, the bosses of Evolution Promotions, having a good close look at the fighters on tonight's card here.
High knee.
Big step through.
And Siebert just manhandles Carter Williams.
Well, even the big fellas almost falling on Nugget have not stopped him texting. I'm very impressed with that performance.
Hurt themselves, they come on Nugget's rings.
Big shout out to all the guys watching from Queensland, the Evolution crew.
Uppercut from Williams, knee from Siebert. Just a very torrid final round here. Not a lot of clean technique being scored. Spinning back fist from Mick Siebert, but he telegraphed that one all the way from Darwin. Final seconds now.
Come on, you got to fight. Finish strong. Let's go.
And we got one big salvo left. Yes, it's Carter Williams with the uppercut. Siebert calls him forward, offers him a shot at the chin.
Oh, here you go. Siebert now letting it all in centre ring.
Come on, hands up, hands up.
These two men are spent. They are spent. But there's still a chance. Always a puncher's chance. When you've got the super heavies in the ring.
Come on. Hands up.
Boom, with the overhand right goes Siebert. Almost took out Stan the Man 2 rows behind.
15 seconds, finish strong, move around, hands up.
Got the breeze of that punch from where we're sitting, Michael.
With a tango. Williams has a word in Siebert's ear. Uppercut from Williams, nicely timed. It's going to take a lot to drop big Mick Siebert.
Certainly Siebert, the mind's seeing where the shots need to be placed, but the body's too fatigued.
What a fight.
In the last round. What a fight.
Got to give it to Mick Siebert coming out of retirement in fine fashion. Hammer also going to give it to Carter Williams. Since coming to Australia, he's taken no shortcuts. All hard opponents.
All hard opponents. And looking a little more tuned tonight, perhaps dropping into ultra tune and getting himself sorted out, Carter Williams. But a great super heavyweight battle, thoroughly entertaining. It's going to go to the judges, and dependent on where they're sitting, we'll see how they call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of super heavyweight action, we've gone for the judges' scorecards. We have a unanimous points decision with your winner, blue corner, Mick Siebert.
Well, there you have it, folks, the triumphant return of Big Mick Siebert for up north in Darwin. They're going to be celebrating tonight. Certainly an entertaining affair. Carter Williams wearing some big solid knees. Siebert warring to the end. A very close affair by the slimmest of margins. Big Mick Siebert triumphant in our semi-main event.